Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide-and-seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate.
Thank you, nurse.
Dr. Swansea insisted we...
Thank you.
Yes, Dorothy Crane.
I would like to ask a few... And Mr. Hampton...
I gave him a cert...
What kind of man is...
Well, you accepted...
It's right to...
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the one...
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon.
If you could point...
Second floor...
Thank you, nurse. Good evening, nurse.
Dr. Swansea has already...
Did he really?
All members of staff have already...
I see.
You must know.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the...
Do you think this hospital...
We are all volunteers.
An invisible...
Sorry, Doctor.
I'm not familiar.
Brilliant professionals.
Most...
It would be inappropriate.
I'm not
Brilliant.
Most...
It would...
Nurse Brannan.
No.
Is there anyone...
Well...
Why should his aide...
I guess it's fair...
Goodbye, nurse. Good evening, sir.
So it is true.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met...
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember.
He was also very...
What can you tell me?
Some are really good.
Tell me more.
Nurse Brannigan is a...
You really seem to admire her.
I'll go even further.
Any opinion about...
I don't always agree with doctors.
Ah, yes, the burden of...
Don't get me wrong.
What is the Pembroke...
This hospital is not...
It's more than enough.
Don't be mis...
What?
This hospital...
It's more...
Don't be...
You're exhausting it.
No. We must keep...
Nurse Brannigan is what? You don't have to blame...
I'm not that kind of man.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett. Good evening, sir.
I've already heard about you, Doctor.
That's quite a blunt...
You can call me Milton.
I'm not sure I...
Well, I'm no doctor, but...
You have a keen eye.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed.
How is the situation?
You want to hear the situation?
So what do you do?
I've been an ambulance...
It sounds like...
Yesterday I got attacked.
You left.
Go there yourself if you want.
Since you're on the front...
It's a complete...
Are you really...
And why not?
But you're not
You keep people alive.
Goodbye, Mill.
Perhaps I should...
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research. Good evening, miss.
Your name has no meaning to...
I beg your pardon?
What?
You keep calling...
Well,
And why...
I don't need to believe...
Please.
I can...
I see.
Never.
It-
Delusional, you say?
I'm assuming...
It's only a cover.
Who are the...
I cannot say.
The staff...
I'm not speaking of the doctor.
I see.
Thank you, mortal, but...
Who are you?
Is that not enough for you, puny?
I'm curious to know who you were.
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't...
I'll leave you.
There's a hospital.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't...
And I'm Dr. Jonathan...
Well, it's a euphemism.
How would you describe...
It's serious.
You must get...
Sorry.
Nurse Hawkins,
I wish I could believe you.
how long...
Well, long enough to see that...
You're right. When dealing with such a
Sorry, Doctor.
How is the
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver.
Why is...
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation.
Why does Milt...
I don't know. Just ask him.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
The daily routine.
Good evening, sir.
Unless you're here to fix my...
I'm Dr. Reed.
You guessed right, Doctor.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir.
Can I do anything?
Nurses gave me a...
Who is treating you?
Nobody since the...
You don't seem...
My face hurt.
How close are you to Miss Hawcroft?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt...
She's quite harmless, I can assure.
So do you let her bite you?
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood.
She could decide to bite less.
Then it's another good reason for me to...
You do realize...
In her madness.
Where were you...
I really don't...
No offense. I was pushed...
You were an officer.
Goodbye. I cannot enter. It's locked. This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now. I'm to stay here until my research is complete. I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood? Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis?
Our supply of antiseptic...
What type of hospital are you running?
You have been away too long, Doctor.
I may have a solution.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household...
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the...
Perhaps I should look there first.
It's the large building behind the
The
hospital.
abandoned morgue behind the hospital. It's locked, all right. It's locked. Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Reed.
Thank you.
I am Thoreau Strickland.
Please, could you tell me
I'm a great admirer.
what made you choose...
I'm not ashamed to admit you...
It's always a
This epidemic may be the...
I based my tech...
I'd rather not talk about it.
As long as you're cautious and...
You're not the first one to warn me.
What can you tell me?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea.
Do you need help with it?
Well, yes, maybe.
Do you want me to play the...
Oh no, Dr. Reed.
I see. Well, give me the... You seem quite optimistic.
I'm convinced that this epidemic...
Questions remain about our...
True.
Tell me more about your willing...
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe...
What is it you really want?
Fair question. I want nothing but...
Tell me, Mr. Fitt.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because...
But why would he hide such crucial...
Because he is a proud father.
This personal...
I agree. But that does not...
Do you think keeping his distance with...
All I know is that I'm taking...
Goodbye, Doc. Good evening, sir. I'm...
Reed? Yes, I've been in...
Does my arrival...
Let us just say that I don't...
Tell me, Waverly. What do you...
Strickland is playing with his...
Are you thinking about...
Harvey Fiddick needs...
Why do you...
I strongly believe that...
Other people may say...
Conservative? And what are you going to say?
And are you not afraid...
Rivalry?
If you have a problem...
Dr. Swansea has...
I know we've never...
Oh, but I have heard...
There is no need for such...
That is one point we could agree...
Since your tenure...
Let's just say I'm tired of the
Carelessness?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed. Modern medical method.
Thank you. Good evening, sir.
I don't know if a third...
I see.
I'm Harvey Fiddick.
Are you satisfied? Well, I won't lie.
Are you sure you don't want to operate?
In other circumstances. Tell me about yourself.
I'm a carpenter. And a good one, too.
Tell me about the doctor.
Strickland and Aykroyd.
What do you mean? Tell me about your...
My wife died because of me.
You can't hold your...
Of course I didn't hurt.
How could your job be...
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Tell me more about the death of...
1915.
What happened? I'm sorry for you.
I would like to say that she didn't.
How are your children?
They were smaller then.
Goodbye for...
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me...
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody... I cannot enter. Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. This key will surely grant me access to the basement. It's locked. Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful. These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood. It's locked. Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. Scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting. Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? Should investigate. It's locked, all right. Good evening. I'm Dr.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague.
A colleague?
Not anymore, sir.
What do you mean?
You know, sir.
A pawnbroker?
Yes, sir. All kind of people.
Who comes here to trade?
I'm very cautious, sir.
What kind of...
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy.
Are you afraid?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels.
An interesting point of view.
Sir, as a medic during...
How did you get this job?
After I left the army.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is...
Why do you have to watch?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep...
Why close the hospitals?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir.
When we first talked, you said you were glad to...
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all...
Do you think you would enjoy immortality?
I don't think so. Don't mistake...
So you're ready?
No, I am not. I don't fear death for...
You're a wise man, Mr.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man.
Do you really believe?
As I said, sir,
Quite depressing.
Yes, but the good news...
Goodbye, Mr. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
No.
Really?
I don't want to talk.
I suppose that this pain is the...
Yes.
Could you at least tell me your...
Mortimer.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you...
And you have my gratitude.
Tell me about yourself.
I don't want to talk, Doc.
How painful is your throat?
So painful, I'd rather not talk.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient...
Not really. Yes, maybe. But I don't...
How
So painful.
I'll let you get some... Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer.
Do you require medical attention?
I have other concerns right now.
What can you tell me?
Not much to say.
Are you really that...
Yes. Thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace.
May I ask if you...
I'm a teacher by profession.
What do you think of your reception here?
I have had the uttermost reservations about...
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcome.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pem...
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick.
I don't expect compensation.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Sweet girl. Reads me like a book. Never could keep anything.
Yes, Doctor?
Exactly how bad...
It really depends.
Why then do you always work...
At the Pembroke, we're always...
Your dedication to the
We staff get our sleep when we can.
Lack of sleep.
London's trenches start here at Pembroke Hospital.
That's all for now.
Please, Jonathan, come in. This must be all so new to you.
I wish I could share your...
I cannot express my thrill at...
There is an absurd poetry to...
Forgive me. I've been...
I'm not some doe-eyed...
Very well. I have...
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of...
A spokesman or politician is what...
Discretion is in order, Jonathan.
And you would like me to...
By the stole, of course not.
Accepted. I'll see what kind...